So you talked about youth having a shared identity, a people belonging to God. So what does it look like to nurture that shared identity so that youth actually do belong to God and feel like they belong to God?
A number of years ago, there's a student named Sydney that I used to spend a lot of time with. She was in middle school at the time, and we just had a lot of fun. She was the kind of kid that wanted to hear everything that had to be said at church. She wanted to figure it out. Her mind was always going in 1,000 directions. When you fast forward 15 years, I actually don't find our conversations very helpful. She pushes back on a lot. Still very committed person of faith, but our thinking about the faith has really changed. So what does it mean actually in that relationship? What does God desire there between Sydney and I, or between two kids in the middle of youth group that are having trouble getting along, where one kid's picking on another? Because that's the real space where we live, right?
Right.
I think that has everything to do with having a shared identity at that moment. Dietrich Bonhoeffer talks about the opportunity for the Spirit to work, for Christ to come, to do for us what we cannot do for ourselves, comes in differing wills. So in our place of differing wills, God wants to do something there. So it's in our conflicts, in our struggles, that we pay attention with kids, and that we allow and invite the Spirit to join us in overcoming those. Because that is really, at the core, what they'll experience as formative in their own lives. They're not going to learn, toss out the fruit of the Spirit. They're not going to learn patience or giving or gratitude amidst their own private spiritual disciplines, right? They're going to learn it when they've got the differing wills and someone steps in to help them reconcile that.
That's right.
That's a shared identity. That's who we're becoming as a people of God.